Hello and welcome to another easy online German video training. And today's topic will be the German diphthong I. Most of the time we write E and I, and the sound is I. You can also find E and Y, or A and I, or A and Y. And the sound is still the same, it's I. And the best example for this is the German family name Meyer. So no matter if you write Meyer or Meyer or Meyer or Meyer, it is always the same pronunciation, as you can see in the phonetic script in brackets. And as you can see, we have a little tick in front of the M in the phonetic script, and this little tick marks the stressed syllable. So in this name the first syllable is stressed, and we have the A and the I, or as we say in German, A and E, which becomes I. And at the end we have a reduced R sound, because we have E and R, this ending E and R at the end of the word, and in the German language we always have a reduced R sound. And the sign for this sound looks like an A turned upside down. So we say Meyer, Meyer. We don't say Meyer or something like that. So reduced R sound, not as open as the normal German R, slightly more constricted, you can also say. So in most of the German words containing this I sound, you will find E and I, and you can also find A and I, but not very often. There are also some words written with A and I, but this is not our topic today. So we will concentrate on this I sound written with E and I. And this diphthong can appear at the beginning of a word, in the middle, or we also have a German suffix, and this German suffix I is a stressed suffix, but we will get to that later. So now we can start with a few examples for this sound, and the first word with an I sound at the beginning is the German word for oak or oak tree, and in German we say Eiche, Eiche. So in the phonetic script in brackets you see A and I letter for I. We have a soft CH sound, and we also have a special sign in the script, and this is a little C with a little tick at the bottom, and this is the sign for the soft CH sound sh. And the reason why we have a soft CH here is the diphthong I. At the end we have an unstressed E, and the sign looks like an E turned upside down, so it's Eiche, it's an sound at the end. And moreover we have a little tick in front of the first syllable, and this tick marks the stressed syllable. So in this word the first syllable is stressed. The next example is the word for iron, and in German it is aizən. Eisen. So in the script you see that the stress is on the first syllable again, because we have the little tick right at the beginning, and you can also see A and I for the I sound. In the middle we have a soft S. It's also important that the letter S is always a soft S at the beginning of a word or in the middle, unless you have ST or SP letter combination or SCH. These sounds are very special. And we have unstressed E again, aizən, but most of the time the Germans say aizən, so you don't hear very much of this unstressed E sound. And these were examples with the diphthong at the beginning of a word, and now I have two examples where the sound is in the middle of a word, and I will start with the word for small or little, and in German this is klein. Klein. So you see we have E and I, and in the script we have A and I, or A and E, as we say in German, and A and E becomes I. Then we have the word for to be, and the German infinitive is sein. Sein. Soft S at the beginning of this word, and in the phonetic script we have the Z to express a soft S, so it's sein, not sign. And now I have some examples for the suffix I at the end of a word, and the first one is the word for bakery or baker's shop, and the German word for this is Bäckerei. Bäckerei. And if you look at the phonetic script, you see the little tick in front of the R, and so you see that in this word the last syllable is stressed, and this is because we have a stressed German suffix. And besides we have the sign for the ä sound in the German language, which looks like a big E, you can say. And unstressed E again after the K, Bäckerei. And by the way, the German nouns who end with I are always feminine. So it's die Bäckerei, the bakery, and die is the feminine defined article. The next example is the German word for butcher's shop or butcher shop, and this is Metzgerei. Metzgerei. So you also see that here the last syllable is stressed again because of the German suffix I at the end. And we also have the sign for the ä sound, Metzgerei. And you can see that T and Z is spoken like TS, and the Z is also spoken like TS, also when it stands alone. And here we have T and Z, and this is spoken TS too. So Metzgerei. Unstressed E after the G, Metzgerei, the sound again. And this noun is also a feminine noun, so it's die Metzgerei, the butcher shop, and die is the defined feminine article. And by the way, we also have a word where we have I alone, and this is the German word for egg, and in German this is Ei. And this noun is neuter, by the way, so it would be das Ei if you use the neuter defined article. Sometimes when Germans say I as a shout or cry, it means something like oh or well, I. But this is not very often, I think. In some regions in Germany, people use this shout more often, in Hesse, for example. So, this was all for today, and I hope you find this video a bit useful. And if there's anything you would like to comment, then you can leave a comment here on YouTube. And for more information you can visit my website www.easy-online-german.com. If you have special questions, please feel free to ask me, to send me a mail, and I will send you an answer as soon as possible. So for now, I say bye-bye, or as we say in German, Tschüss.